Now, Congress is gearing up for the upcoming by-polls in Karnataka, and for the same, now AICC General Secretary KC Venugopal, who's also in charge of Congress affairs in Karnataka, will hold a meeting with KPCC leaders in Bengaluru today to discuss strategies for upcoming by-polls. Now, it is very much important because somewhere the Congress has been facing a lot of defeat, maybe in Lok Sabha, maybe during the by-polls which have taken place as well. So now KC Venugopal will be going ahead. He will be discussing with the leader of opposition, that is Siddaramaiah, and the other leaders as well. Now, for more on this, I'm joined in by my colleague Nikhil Vasuki on the phone line. Nikhil, today KC Venugopal will be here and they will have to discuss as to how they can improve the grassroots level politics, because that is somewhere playing a huge role in their defeat as well. So today they will have to sit and discuss who should be the candidates and who can influence the voters in their constituencies.
Well, that certainly seems to be the way to go going forward as well, considering that the by-polls are important for the Congress. They need to catch up on lost ground following the disqualification of the MLAs who seem to have jumped ship or waiting to board the other ship, if at all there is another ship to be boarded. But having said that, these are big names that have left the constituency. So those big names will have to be countered with other big enough names so as to be in the reckoning. You cannot put dummy candidates, you cannot put new faces there, so you'll have to figure out from within your party, within the district level politics, who is the next person who can take charge of a proper election campaign in each of these constituencies. You need big names there. You need popular names there. You need people who have had a tremendous visibility there. And in the absence of that, it makes it very hard for any kind of a foothold to be maintained. Again, now, if these rebel MLAs do end up getting a go-ahead from the Supreme Court that they can contest in the elections, and if BJP were to give them or their family members a ticket, it makes it very critical for them to bring out a strong enough candidate, because these are known names. Ramesh Jakheholi is a known name. Mahesh Kumatali is a known name. So B.C. Patil as well, Muni Ratna. These are, of course, huge names in the area as far as Congress would be looking to realize. So to counter them, a lot of meetings, a lot of discussions on individuals will have to be conducted. The road ahead is going to be quite a bumpy one for the Congress, Suraj.
Now, lastly, Nikhil, if I have to ask you, there are different factions as well where we are seeing there is a lot of competition. On one side, Parameshwara is there. On the other side, there will be Siddaramaiah and other leaders like Muniappa who want to have a say in who should be selected or which candidate has to be chosen as the leader in those constituencies. So do you think somewhere KC Venugopal can even ease that out for them and give each one of them opportunities? Because if that does not happen, there will be dissidents within the Congress party itself, like we have been seeing over the past few weeks.
Well, there will be a great deal of dissatisfaction in the process itself. We have seen that happen, and the compromises will have to be made. And one such solution is, yes, if there are factions, as you've termed them, have a look if each senior leader can have a set number of constituencies for which they are in charge of choosing the candidate. That way, perhaps there could be an ironing out. This has been an approach used by the Congress before and is likely once again, Suraj.
Absolutely, Nikhil. Many thanks for joining us. Well, clearly there you saw there will be different factions who will have to be taken into consideration. They will have to be spoken to, and then a decision will have to be taken. So KC Venugopal will be speaking to all of the senior leaders, HK Patil, Dinesh Gundurao, Parameshwara, Siddaramaiah. All of them will have to be consulted, after which they can take a decision on who should be the candidate from each of these constituencies.